Hey folks, happy day, good day, good afternoon. It is 3:45 on a Tuesday and I'm coming to you live from my living room. Not live at all, this is not going to be up live. This is probably going to be up in like 4 days. I wanted to do more of an impromptu video this week because I just quite frankly don't have the spoons to script and film one and edit it well as just anything that is more intense than me just like talking right now, because I don't have the spoons. For those of you that don't know what I'm referring to when I say I don't have the spoons, I'm referencing the spoon theory, which is a theory about chronic illness and energy. I think it was created by a woman who had fibromyalgia, about how much energy she has to get through the day and how limited it is versus somebody that doesn't have a chronic illness. Somebody that doesn't have a chronic illness will just go about their life. They have unlimited amounts of energy, or a large amount, and when they go to bed they sleep well, and then they wake up the next day and they feel refreshed and they have all of their energy back to do all of the things that they need to do in the day, and they keep going with energy and vitality. Whereas people with chronic illnesses called spoonies do not have all of that energy. We wake up tired, do things, and then get more tired, and then end up on the floor, and then can't fall asleep because we're in too much pain or vomiting or whatever. And then once we finally do fall asleep, we sleep very shitty and wake up not rested. Or we sleep hours and hours and hours and we wake up not rested, and then we do it again. And the period of time where you no longer have energy and you crash and you end up on the floor is where you have no spoons, which is what I'm referencing. I have a few, actually, which is how I'm able to record this video. If I had none, I would be on the floor, but I have a few. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because I just think it's important for people to understand, or if you're dealing with it and you don't have spoons, I want you to know that you're not alone. Yesterday I had a migraine and it was fine in the morning, it was manageable, and then it just kind of got worse and worse and worse, and then I was like, it's okay, I'm just gonna run this errand. I can go to Goodwill and the other thrift store and lunch, like, we'll do it, we're just gonna do it. And then I ended up at Home Depot and I was just like, nope, need to leave now. Home Depot has a lot of lights. I don't know if you go to Home Depot regularly, but there's lights everywhere. Every time I would go near the aisle that had the lamps, I was just like, and then left. And took me like an hour to drive home, super nauseous, bad head pain. Dumb idea. I didn't have the medication that I needed with me. I left it at home on the day that I needed it. So I got home, I took my migraine medication, I took some nausea medication, and then I vomited it up, and then vomited again, and then I dislocated a rib from the vomiting, and then took a bath, rested, vomited, eventually kind of went to bed, but waking up every so often, very often, from severe pain in my head. Finally took some more meds in the middle of the night and eventually fell asleep for reals at 5 a.m. I woke up with much better head pain, thankfully. The meds worked, finally. Very nauseous though, but I'm fine. It's cool. I just decided that I don't have the spoons after that night, and what I'm doing tomorrow to write a video about, something that I care about. So I just want to talk to you, have a little conversation. So something that I didn't quite realize early in my chronic illness, or when it started to get worse to where it was an issue and energy levels were like a big issue, was that it was okay to be low on spoons, and it was also okay to reserve them, because sometimes you can do that, if you have energy one day, to just kind of to make sure you don't push yourself too hard so that you can still do things the next day. I didn't know that was an option because I felt like if I ever had a day where I had lots of energy, what is that sound? Oh, someone's watching a movie. Okay, excuse that. I felt like if I ever had a day where I had more energy, sorry, the sound. I had to get everything done. I had to get everything that I ever needed to do done in that day, fit it in. And sometimes that's worth it. Sometimes I really want to get certain things done, and so I do push myself too hard, and that's okay if it brings me joy and makes me feel like myself and happy. But a lot of the time, it was just a self-imposed pressure that was pushing me past my limits. And once I would hit these walls, because I was pushing myself so hard, I would be really, really upset the whole time. I would feel like shit, and I would also be hard on myself because I was like, oh man, I can never do anything. I feel horrible. I'm never gonna feel better. Everything is shitty. And I would go in this mental spiral of like, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. And then it does because you say it does. And as much as dealing with unmanageable symptoms and sickness does suck, it doesn't suck quite as much as telling yourself that your life is meaningless and that you have no hope. Eventually, I did realize that when I have these really bad days, they do get better. It's hard to see that when you're dealing with it, when you're vomiting nonstop, but it gets better. Maybe not immediately, maybe not the next day, maybe in a week it gets better, or maybe it gets better in a few hours once your medications kick in, but it does. It always kind of flows. It gets better and it gets worse, and the better days will make up for the worse ones. And you might be in a time where you feel like you're not getting any better days, and I have those times, but what is with these sounds? My microwave is going off now. It like unplugs, and then, because it's like, I don't know, it's like a bad plug, so it'll go on and off and on and off, and then it'll beep. It's like a ghost. Oh, I had a dream about my house being haunted last night too, so that was really scary. I don't know if that was like Benadryl dreams. Is that a thing? I don't know. Okay, off topic, brain fog. It just always gets better. Right now, I feel better than I did yesterday. I'm exhausted and I'm nauseous, but I'm making do. I'm not vomiting actively, and I don't have really a migraine anymore. That is significant, and you know, my body hurts a lot. There are things going on, but it's okay because it's just life. And I realized that once you stop holding yourself to the standards you did maybe before you got sick, or to the standards that you hold other people to in society of productivity and, you know, how much they need to do or what they need to be like or how many friends they need to see on a given day, it's just nothing is really that important or that pressing. Like, you just need to take care of yourself. That's kind of it. I think if anybody that wasn't dealing with this had a day or a few minutes in your body, they would understand why you have the limits that you do have. And respecting those limits and understanding why they're there is important. Obviously, if you really want to do something and you know it's going to take a certain amount of energy and you're not going to be able to do something for the next few days, that is a risk that is maybe worth taking for you, and you should totally do it if you want. But at the end of the day, if you're pushing yourself so hard to do things you don't even want to do just because you want to feel like you're productive or you fit this standard of what a productive human is, it's bullshit. You don't have to. You're going to drive yourself into the ground, and you're going to be upset every time that you can't do something that you want to. And those days come. They do. So just take care of yourself. It's okay. It's okay to watch Netflix for a full day or two and just let yourself rest. So grab a cup of tea and put on your favorite movie if you can handle computer screens right now, and just don't be so hard on yourself. This is really a reminder to myself because I fuck up a lot, but I'm trying to be easy on myself and love myself and just let life be. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go stop talking now because words are hard. But I hope this helped you, or you feel less alone, or something. Peace to you. Bye.